As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. 50, yeah. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Wide. Here we go.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Check 50.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Delta. 44's Mike. Check.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Come on, boy. Come on. Hey. You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it. 45, Mike.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
It's caught. Nelson. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Jim. Check three. Any weapon.
They'll try to jet sweep with Nelson, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrived at this 2-0 score. We'll see if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board knowing
like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
51 the mark, boys, 51. Watch the run.
Here's Jackson. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got my...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. All day.
2nd and 10. Open man is Trey Burton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Watch the run.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Burton. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 55 yards. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's their quarterback taking it in as the Bears push further out in front.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterbacks, they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. Ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
45. Check, go.
They'll look to throw here. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Let's go one more. Check.
On first down, Cohen. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
44.
Now back to throw. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch tight end.
Draw play. Cohen. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line.
That's good for the Bears. First down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
16. Jaguars nothing. Pat O'Donnell to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, but now it's fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A first down carry for Davis. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's push it. Mike 51, Mike 51.
To throw again is Jackson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now it's Jackson. The open man is Westbrook. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go with a big back front end. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Davis now. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offensive getting so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Benjamin. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Key to tight end, key to tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Out, it's the ball. Max box. Right.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Turner, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Jackson now. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get up. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Don't let him breathe.
To throw again, Jackson. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So this one